I'm going to show you how to make your business so hot you need ice to cool it down. Become the cash cow, and your customers flock to you. I'm Ram with Pro Business Talk. Let's get into this. I want you to think about something for a second. You say you want more customers, you say you want more money, and you say you want to scale. But if that happened tomorrow, your business would actually break. When your business starts heating up and you don't have the right stuff in place, it doesn't turn into freedom, it turns into chaos. ICE stands for income, capacity, and execution. Let's talk about your role as an owner. You're already past the point of wearing every hat. You have a small team, but are still involved in the day-to-day operations. You need more income, you're approaching max capacity, and you don't have good execution. Your job now is to relinquish control of the day-to-day and become a teacher/trainer. Be smart about it. Don't just do this on a whim. Make sure the proper systems are in place. Okay, each week you're going to have training. You're going to increase your capacity and your execution without hiring. This is your goal. Not more sales at the moment. That'll come later. I had a landscape business, and within the first 6 months, I booked 110 accounts. Now, obviously, I couldn't do the work myself. That became too much. So I hired people, but this became a bigger problem. The quality of work went down drastically. I didn't know what to do. I was young in business, but I did have a business consultant at the time. Now, he mentioned that I should start training. And I quickly said no, because all I could see was the direct cost in front of me. 4 guys an hour once a week, plus lost work time, costs a lot of money. And at the time, I didn't realize this was a system he was trying to help me put into place. So eventually, I had daily complaints. My time was spent trying to put out fires and maintain customers rather than work on the business. So I finally decided to train. Every Monday from 8 to 9, we worked on something that was a complaint from the previous week. This became routine. And honestly, I was pretty impressed with how things turned out. So this is what happened. They started to retain knowledge. I was told that if they gain 1% a week, well then 10 weeks, you've got 10% increase in their production. That's a lot. My complaints, they became less and less, and I didn't realize how much those complaints actually cost me. So the first month of training, I had very few complaints. The second month, I had 1 complaint. And then the third month, I went down to 0 complaints. This was incredible. Now I had all this free time I didn't know what to do with. My job became keeping the crew going by booking work and steer the team in the right direction. I became the 5th wheel, which in business, that's not a bad thing. That's where you want to be. But the most important thing is I became a teacher. My revenue went up, my cost to operate went down, and with all this, I didn't have to hire anybody. We became way more efficient. The cost of training was a fraction of the cost of failure. Now, sometimes we have to ask ourselves, where do we start? Come up with topics from the previous week and start there. Increase your efficiency. Get your team involved. Ask them, how can we improve our systems and process? Have a goal in mind and create an incentive for that goal. It could be something simple, a pizza party at the end of the month. Then move up to something more. Buy them a steak at a steakhouse for them and their family. The idea being, as the company grows, so do the rewards. Some say that becomes too expensive. But I say when done correctly, it creates financial freedom and longevity within your company. Now, I worked for a business in New Mexico that was voted the #1 company in the state to work for. They grew strategically at 10% a year and averaged a 38% net profit across the board. That's incredible margins, by the way. Most businesses, 20%, they're fairly dialed. At 38%, you are printing gold. They had 360 employees at the time, and now we're up to over 700. Now, I was one of 5 in the estimating department, and I had the opportunity to see the numbers firsthand. With all those employees, you think, oh, corporate America. No, this place felt like a mom and pop shop. They treated us incredibly well. We got bonuses, we got gift cards to take our families out to dinner. I had a company truck to drive home. They paid for all the gas. Now, each year, the incentives got bigger to the point where they gave away a brand new F-350. Now, here's how it worked. They calculated how much they spent on lost time accidents. It was a paving and utility company. People got hurt. Then went to us, their 360 employees, and made this offer. They said they spend over $10,000 a quarter on lost time accidents. This means somebody was hurt bad enough to miss work for a day or month. Didn't really matter. They were considered a lost time accident. This is where it gets good. We would rather give this money to you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to raffle off $10,000 quarterly to one of you, pointing at us in the crowd. Then we're going to give away a brand new F-350 at the end of the year. And they said this as the truck was pulling into the warehouse. So everybody's eyes got real big. It's kind of cool. Pretty neat to be there. Pretty neat to see. So here's how it works. Every lost time accident you have, it comes off of that $10,000. And if the volume is the same as years past, no one wins the truck. Wow. So this is what happened. Quality went up, capacity went up, and execution went up. all without hiring one person. This happened instantly. And, oh yeah, did I mention all that goes to your bottom line? They just created ownership within their company in 5 minutes. Something that most businesses never accomplish. Every worker there looked out for each other. I heard things like this all the time. Hey man, don't do that. You're gonna get hurt. Hey, you're gonna ruin our chances of winning that $10,000. Don't screw up my chances to win that truck. That entire year, they only lost $2,000 to lost time accidents, raffled off the rest, and ended up giving away the truck. Now back to my point. They had weekly training and promoted from within. Now this allowed the company to become an absolute powerhouse. People quit their profitable small businesses to come work for this company. Hardcore gangsters completely changed their lives around because they were part of a better team. Now this is what freedom looks like as an owner. They mastered every part of their business: income, capacity, and execution. Now they advertised, but most of their business was from repeat customers. When you become a teacher, your business becomes powerful. You are training better versions of yourself. Look at it like this. You're training your way out of a job, but creating financial freedom for generations to come. Now that's the goal. Now here's the most important thing to remember. Train and then get out of the way. Let them make mistakes, let them figure it out, let them find solutions. Use everything as an opportunity to teach. Let them create the systems, let them create the accountability. You just steer it in the right direction. Now imagine 10 people of your equivalent. You just built a productive powerhouse machine. Now take that to 100 and 1,000 and so on. Holy cow. Now none of this is hard and none of it's rocket science. You just have to learn to let go. Now if you guys need help designing a plan, I offer one-on-one coaching. I'll leave a link in the description below, and I help you with system, process, and execution. The thing to remember, when you become a teacher, freedom is around the corner. Don't get stuck and don't get in your own way. Remember, people want to be a part of a winning team, so help them win. All right, that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one.